Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Jocelyn Lovely Tarot. So good to see you guys here today. Today's reading is going to be for my Geminis. If you guys resonate with the video, like, share, and subscribe. Alright guys, we're starting off here. I'm using the Delusion Tarot. That's the one that was out, so I just decided to go with that. Alright, right here we have the Eight of Swords energy. Surprisingly, with Eight of Swords, you have this energy of being stuck sometimes, not being able to move, it being difficult for you, exhausting, anxiety of the mind. But what I'm getting more here too, it's almost as if you're stuck, but it's due to like your own need to be stuck. It's almost as if like you find some type of safe haven because of the white, and it's almost as if you find a safe haven in this energy. It's funny because there's a lot of newness in this Eight of Swords. Even though it's an Eight of Swords, there's a lot of newness here, new things to discover, a lot of softness, a lot of just maybe coping mechanisms that really help you deal with daily life. And I feel like for whatever reason, it is, even though it is an Eight of Swords, it's a gentle, loving, safe Eight of Swords. It's safe. And it's funny because even though the Eight of Swords makes you feel safe in that picture, you got the Six of Wands next. It's almost as if you're opening the palm of your hand and understanding that some of you guys have to overcome this need of safety through your own accord, right? It's almost as if you're asking higher self to help you find new ways of feeling safe in the unknown. Because once you start feeling safe, and no matter what situation you're thrown into, whether that's the past, the present, or the future, or whatever timeline you're sent to, or enduring in the moment, you're gonna win, right? Because you're gonna want the divine or higher self to help you feel safe, stable, secure, no matter where you're at. And once you start feeling like that, you're thrilled with overcoming adversity, right? That's overcoming, that's winning in a situation. And this is what you want more than anything. You want to overcome, you want to become stronger, you want to let go of old coping mechanisms, old ways of needing to feel safe, and replacing them with something that higher self could show you that you never even knew was possible. This is a new opportunity coming in. Are you ready to let go and be surrounded with the newness of the moment? Alright, you have the Ten of Wands that's next. Look at this structure it's built. Again, we're talking about safety and security again. Running to people that make you feel safe, that are familiar. Running to coping mechanisms that are just exactly what you need to get through whatever the pain is that you don't want to deal with. But here's the light being shown here, letting you know that yes, although this is a very sturdy, strong, secure foundation, there's newness for you to explore. And as long as you keep entertaining this, it's almost as if you're holding back your own growth by standing still, by holding on. It's like you're not allowing yourself to live life fully. Right? And some of you guys, I understand, it's just because of this fear right now that you need to overcome. It's a huge fear. It's not an easy thing. It's something that's really scary for you guys. It scares you to the core. You have the Queen of Wands next, right? Again, this card is always about choices, one side versus the other. Which one do you feel more drawn to during the minute, the day, the hour, whatever, right? So maybe in 1 hour you feel like you're ready to explore some newness, even though you're feeling the Eight of Swords, right? You're ready to explore some type of newness. You're ready to surrender, to feel safe, and then the next minute you go back to like the old coping mechanisms. You have an Ace of Cups and an Ace of Wands that comes up next. Two new opportunities here, right? Opportunity for newness, for growth. But it's almost as if you're trying really, and this is how I know how you guys are really hard on yourselves or carry a lot of burden, because you guys are trying so hard to start something new and be open or confident enough to receive this new feeling of safety and security that you couldn't bring to yourself. It had to be brought to you from higher self or just surrendering. And then here is this you in this new timeline, but look at the density, the noise. It's just so much energy all around you, and it's confusing you. It's almost as if you're bouncing back from one energy in the future or in the present moment versus the past. And you keep, it's almost as if you can't figure out which one to go to, because the fear is that challenging. The fear of you healing or discovering something within self that's blocking you from the new is still there. This fear is still there, and it's blocking you, and it's scaring you, and it makes you want to cry, but that fear is so strong, you're running from it. You're running from it. You can't find a way out. Some of you guys are like praying for the willingness to help you be brave enough to let go and cry or explore that healing that needs to be explored. And it's really bumming you guys out. You guys are really taking a lot of responsibility for why you're not advancing. But this is how it works, guys. We don't just jump from timeline to timeline. We really do need to slowly bounce, dibble dabble, go back and forth until we one day slowly progress more forward, right? Through the healing phases. And you guys have to admit that you're struggling right now. Admit that you're struggling moving forward with this new timeline. How else are you supposed to get better, you know? How else are you supposed to move? I know, it's like, how else are you supposed to lighten the burden, you know? Or move forward if you can't admit where you're at? Some of you guys are really hard on yourselves because you can't manage to stay stuck in that one frequency, or in the new frequency. You're still stuck in the past and entertaining it. But again, you guys keep thinking it's because you're unworthy. It's not that. It's this fear of exploring whatever the pain is. That's why you keep running back, or you keep staying stuck, or can't find your way. It's because of the fear of facing the new. And here you are with the Two of Wands, right? It's choices. We talk about choices. Just admitting the burden to yourself and letting it breathe. It's like the minute you admit that you're afraid to heal and cry, that's when like the burden releases, and like look at this burst of wind. The truth comes in and it sets you free. It sets your energy free, and it's like you can finally heal. Some of you guys forget that this is how the process works, because when you're so in it, it's hard to get out of it. It's hard to see it from a higher perspective. You're just feeling restricted, in pain, fear, constant fear 24/7. But it's like here you are finally admitting that you're just scared, and then releasing it and crying and healing. All right, my beautiful Geminis, that's all I have for you guys. I love you. Bye.